A very good evening and welcome to this week's last edition of Primetime News with me, Salima Shimwe-Feleni. In our lead story tonight, the Ministry of Health and Social Services on Thursday explained that the use of the current consignment of the Sinopharm coronavirus vaccine is subject to exclusion of certain groups of people during phase 1 of the vaccination campaign. According to a media statement availed to the media, the exclusions are provided for in the Vaccine Manufacturer Information Package, or insert. Hence, children and young people under the age of 18 years, as well as pregnant women or those breastfeeding and those planning on pregnancy in the near future, are excluded from the vaccination process. The ministry also noted that people confirmed by health professionals to have experienced mild or severe allergy reactions from the first dose of the vaccine will not receive the second dose. Moreover, people willing to be vaccinated will be screened by health professionals at vaccination sites for eligibility on the basis of the exclusion criteria. Minister of Information and Communication Technology, Dr. Pea Moshelenga, on Thursday said Cabinet has approved the estimated budget of 160.3 million Namibian dollars for the drought relief program for the Kunene region and some constituencies of the Erongo and the Omusati regions. He said Cabinet took note of the drought relief interventions provided to the Kunene region. The interventions, among others, include food assistance, water provision, and livestock support.
Drought relief packages for the 2021-2022, Cabinet took note of the following immediate drought relief interventions provided to the Kunene region. Food assistance. The initial intervention included a 2-month food assistance consisting of 600 bags of maize meal and 7,200 tins of fish for the displaced farmers who are camping on the outskirts of Opuo. The said items were delivered and distributed to identified farmers from the 26th of February this year. Additional 60,868 tins of fish and 3,000 bags of 10 kilograms maize meal were further delivered to cater for the additional number of identified community members. The Kunene Regional Council identified 15,217 affected people in the entire region. Provision of water. The Kunene Regional Council, through the Directorate of Rural Water Supply, have been providing water tanker services to affected communities camping at outskirts of Opuo. Livestock support. 41,989 bales of animal fodder have been procured from Donga Linena and the Tunda Green schemes, from which over 3,300 bales were delivered to the Kunene region for distribution to affected farmers. Cabinet approved the criteria to identify beneficiaries of the drought relief program, and it approved the estimated budget of 160,300,000 Namibia dollars for the drought relief program for Kunene region, some constituencies in Erongo, and Omusati region.
Acting Secretary General of the Namibia Red Cross Society, Nkosi Musulwe, said a total of 1,204 people in the Kunene region are currently receiving a monthly grant of the 750 Namibian dollars from the Namibia Red Cross Society's cash distribution project aimed at assisting communities severely affected by drought. Musulwe said the project that was initially meant to last for 3 months between January and March has now been extended by an additional month and will also cover the month of April. A man whose age is not known allegedly committed suicide after he was found hanging with a cable wire around his neck at Divundu in the Kavango East region on Thursday. Confirming the incident today, the Namibian Police Force Nampol's Crime Investigations Coordinator for the Kavango East region, Deputy Commissioner Bonifatus Kanyetu, said no suicide note was left behind. No foul play is suspected in the matter. Our sincere condolences to the bereaved family. We will be back shortly after the news roundup. It's time for your sports news. I'll be standing in for Shelva Wells tonight. Starting off locally, the Namibia National Sports Appeals Committee on Thursday set to rescind a decision by the Namibia Sports Commission not to grant the Namibia Premier League a license to operate a football league independent of the Namibia Football Association. The decision means the Namibia Premier League, which was expelled from the Namibia Football Association structures to pave way for a soccer league managed by the Namibian soccer mother body, can consummate their own league, creating a scenario where the country will have two soccer leagues. Namibia Football Association President Ranga Haikali announced a few months ago that the Namibia Premier League was expelled from any affiliation with the mother body and created a separate league under their watch. According to the decision, the committee found the Namibia Sports Commission's decision to be unlawful and contravening the Sports Act. The Namibia Sports Commission has been given 30 days to review and correct its earlier decision. We will be back shortly after the sports roundup. That's all the news we had for you tonight. Many thanks for tuning in. If you're new to our channel, please subscribe, like, share, and click on the notifications bell to stay up to date with the latest happenings locally and globally. From myself, Selima Shimwe-Feleni, and the entire Nampa crew, have a blessed weekend and good night.